Hello friends, RBI has taken a good decision. It allowed global trade settlements to take place in rupees as rupee has fallen to a new low of 79.5 against a dollar, and the State Bank of India also suggested that RBI must take measures to internationalize Indian rupees. Wholesale price index for the month of June is recorded to be at 15.18%. This is for the 15th consecutive month the WPA is in double digits. In primary articles, the inflation is 19.22%. Fuel and power sector, the inflation is 40.38%, and food index is inflation is 12.4%. In manufacturing, it is 9.19%. Consumer food price inflation is 7.75% in June. In Tamil Nadu, inflation is found to be at 5.08%. Of all the states in India, the inflation is higher in Telangana, which is 10.05%. In the United States, the inflation has accelerated to a 40 years high of 9.1%. So the Federal Reserve might increase rate again, federal funds rate again. So industrial production for the month of May, IIP, is growth is found to be 19.6% in May. And in the mining sector recorded a growth of 10.9%. Electricity generation, it is growth is 23.5%, and manufacturing sector output growth is 20.6%. India's export is increased by 23.5% in June. However, import also increased by 57.55%. So the trade deficit is increased to $26.18 billion. Globally, edible oil prices has come down by 10%. So in India also, Department of Food and Public Distribution has directed edible oil associations to reduce the price of edible oils by 15 rupees per liter. And India's palm oil imports rise to 5.9 lakh tons in June. Central government is pushing the state governments and incentivizing them for privatizing state public sector enterprises. And it is also stated that states will be provided 100% of the realized amount from such strategic disinvestments in 2022-23. Central government has procured around 18.8 million tons of wheat in this year so far. According to Controller General of Accounts data for the month of May, central government's total receipts for the month of May is found to be 16.7% of the budget estimate, and revenue expenditure is 15% of the budget estimate. Capital expenditure is 14.3%, and the central government spending for food subsidy is 12% of the budget estimate. And nutrient-based fertilizer subsidy, it is only 2% they spend. For urea subsidy, it has spent 16% of the budget estimate, and for petroleum subsidy, nothing is spent. So total major subsidies, the central government has spent around 11% of the budget estimate. I see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.